Namaskar, this is me, Neha Goyal from Neha Goyal Dream Reading, your tarot reader, numerologist, and DNA astrologer. I welcome you all to this month's tarot energy read of the month. And for everybody who is watching me on YouTube, I request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you do not miss any update from our side. I'm going to update a lot, many things. So stay tuned on my Instagram page, which is Neha Goyal, NEHAAGOYAL. So let's begin. Now, what is going to be the energy, the central energy for the month of March 2021? Before I go ahead, I also want to let you all know that if you want to avail the discount for your personal reading, you can DM me. All the links are in the description below. And please check out various videos on my channel of Soul Desire Reading, DNA Astrology, because awareness is empowerment. So let's find out the central energy for this particular month, which is March 2021. Oh my God, beautiful. It's the Justice card. Can it get any better than this? The Justice card, as the name suggests, first of all, it's a major arcana card, which means that I feel there is almost going to be a karmic balance for all of us, which has been long overdue. Justice will finally be served. All that we have been facing so far, it's almost as if it will start making sense. If you are somebody who has ever asked that why is it happening with me, it's almost as if a lot of you will get that answer as well, that why it is happening to you. Yes, you're going to be served some karmic justice. If you would look at this, here is a woman who has a sword in her hand. She is somebody who serves what she sees, in terms of that nothing is hidden from her. You cannot, it's almost as if she will serve you what you deserve. Okay, it's not that, and what you deserve doesn't necessarily mean that, even if, you know how there are certain gray areas in our life where, for example, somebody who's really hungry and has stolen a loaf of bread. Now, when this kind of a person goes into her court, the justice serve will be, well, okay, because you were hungry, so you stole bread. I command the entire village to give you one loaf of bread every day. So that is the kind of justice which will be served. Something which will eventually lead to harmony. We all have been waiting for that, isn't it? Now let's see what could be a challenge in all of our life. A little bit of a challenge which we might be facing, which is the Four of Swords. You know, what comes to me is it's almost as if we have been keeping, we've somehow got into this habit of surrendering. Jo hoga dekha jayega, that kind of a thing. This card tells us that here is a month which is very action oriented. Do not shy away from taking a step. Do not leave everything to the universe or the God, whichever energy that you believe in. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that universe also helps those who help themselves. Yes, it is important for you also to sit through your feelings. While this justice is being served, for a lot of you, it is very important to sit through these feelings as well. A lot of you have been struggling, is what I see. In the past few months, there has been a battle in your mind, not maybe physically, but in your mind. So it could be a challenge for a lot of you to surrender that battle as well to the universe. That overthinking might be something which you might want to be a bit careful about in the month of March. Month of March, as the name suggests, it's a spring month. Naturally speaking, the natural alignment of nature is to take an action, do things, flower, blossom. Okay, so my suggestion to all of you will be that while this justice is being served, do not forget to take your action. Apne enough rest le liya, you have taken enough rest, you have surrendered enough, now take action. Also, if you've gotten into that pattern of overthinking, learn to surrender that overthinking, because there are certain things which we can which are under our control. And then there are certain things which, no matter how hard we try, but they are just not under our control. So learn to balance between the two of them, which means where action is required, take an action. Where surrender is required, do not shy away from that too. You are intelligent. We are all adults. Learn to know that in a particular situation, what works. Obviously, for something which you have tried a lot and it is still not changing, that's an opportunity for you to let go and surrender, give it to the universe. And for something which you feel that maybe you are not able to take it up because you fear, that's an opportunity for you to go ahead and take an action on it. I hope that makes sense to you. Now let's go ahead and figure out that what is our guidance in this entire thing. Oh my god, I love these cards. It's the Lovers and the King of Cups. Can it be more aligned than this? Now, what does it really mean? Do you see the divine, or it's almost as if a divine hand, there is a divine hand in all of our interaction. That's the guidance. Now, what I am guided to tell you is no matter what happens in your situation, people might come, people might go, there might be some miscommunications. Remember that we were trying to strike a balance between what we can control and what we cannot control. I just want to remind you all that the universe wants us, or the tarot wants us to know that we still have, all of this is being divinely orchestrated by a higher intelligence. This higher intelligence could be our own higher self, or as I said, universe, God, whatever you believe in. So which is going to eventually strike harmony between a community. We've just come ahead of an Aquarius season, Aquarian season, and we've moved into a Pisces season, which is more to go, which is more to do with the flow. Now, basically, what I'm guided to tell you is, do not worry. I know when we are in the middle of a situation, especially when this kind of a karmic lesson is going on, justice is being served, it doesn't seem easy. I've gone through my own ups and downs in time up till now as well, so I understand. Also, another guidance is King of Cups, which means that in whichever situation, I often use when this kind of a card comes in personal readings, I use the word that be open to exploring the importance of your emotions. A King of Cups is a king of emotions, which means that here is a person who has been through a lot in this journey. I mean, nobody becomes a king just like that. If you go back to the olden days, they were trained to become kings and they were trained to become queens, which means that they had to go through all the phases of the page and the knight and everything. So here is a person, which could be you, which could be somebody in your paradigm, who has learned to handle their emotions, through their experiences. Okay, so the guidance is that learn to sit with these emotions, learn to navigate these emotions, as you see the King of Cups doing that. Anyways, we have already figured out that surrendering for a lot of you might be a concern, or knowing that when to surrender, when to give up, when to not give up might be a concern for a lot of you. Then a lot of you can meditate on this King of Cups also. I think this King of Cups also knows how to manipulate their emotions well. Now, what do I mean by that? Emotions are energy. Okay, and whenever there is an energy which is created, it can be utilized in any way that you want. You can either dwell in the depressive energy, or you can choose to dwell into seeing that what is working for you. This justice card which has come is not just justice served to you by the universe. It could also mean justice served to you by yourself. You know what I mean? Okay. So it looks like, okay, so this also looks like a justice which is being served to you by to yourself, to you, for you. Okay, so please look at it that way as well. All in all, I see the month of March is going to be a very fruitful month, because I see a lot of yellow in these cards. Just look at how much yellow, how much power, the solar plexus power is there in this card, and which is very naturally aligned with the month of March as we experience it here in India. Also, something makes me feel that for a lot of countries, March is going to be a very hot month as well. So please spend some time near water bodies, such that you can cool down a little is what I'm trying to say, right? Emotions, water, let me tell you, water is an energy. Water, which is emotions, which is flow, is an energy which is so persistent that even if it might take ages, but that's the only thing which can break rocks, and having rock on their side. You know what I mean? Like, I just want you all not to be afraid of your emotions. Learn to navigate through them. That is what this month will make you learn. And don't worry, guys, wherever there is justice in the middle, which is also the card of Libra, eventually, trust me, eventually harmony is on the cards for all of us. Deity, the god which is working with us in the month of March, no coincidence, it is Surya Dev. Right? So, Surya Dev. So, his mantra, his mantra is Japa Kusuma Sankasham Kashyapeyam Mahadyutim Tamorim Sarva Papaghanam Pranatosmi Divakaram, which means, let us sing the glories of the sun god, whose beauty rivals that of the hibiscus flower. I bow to him, the greatly effulgent son of Kashyapa, who is the enemy of darkness and destroyer of all sins. His blessings are that of honor, status, and fame, reunion with one's beloved, freedom from diseases and ailments, general vitality, respect, and power. So no coincidence that Sri Surya wants to work with us, as we just figured out in the tarot cards as well. The energy of yellow, the solar plexus energy, is there to bless us in this month. Do you know that in your soul desire astrology, I could also be guiding you towards your personal Surya mantra. Now, Surya is basically the luminary around which we all as earthlings revolve. After all, we are living in a solar system. So this month will give us all an opportunity to work with Surya Dev, to stand in our power, to stand in our vitality, to stand, and for a lot of us, honor, status, and fame is on the cards as well. So connect with Surya Dev, wake up every morning within an hour of sunrise, and pay your obedience to Surya Dev. I hope this reading makes sense for you. If you liked it, if you resonated with it, please come back and leave your comments. Get in touch with me on my Instagram page, Neha Goyal, NEHAAGOYAL. If you are guided to take a personal reading from me, I do have discounts currently on offer, so you can DM me, links in the description. Also, check out the video on soul desire astrology and DNA astrology, because that is something which can karmically help you in the year 2021 to come. In case you haven't already, do check out the 2021 numerology energy as well. It is always great connecting with you all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.